Welcome to another edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Port. It's Barnes. It's Tony on the other side of the glass. What up, man?
Not much, bro. Living life. It's Tuesday, baby. How are you feeling today, Barnes?
Dude, I'm feeling good. Kind of similar to where I was yesterday. A little hungry before the show. Going to the gym after. We went yesterday. We'll go back today.
Let's go, dude.
The ball rolling.
How was the gym sesh? Walk me through a Barnes workout.
You know, I mean, very, very basic. And just when I'm getting back into it, I actually don't do any lifting. So it's just a half hour on the elliptical, 5 miles, you know.
Nice, dude.
Grinding it out, sauna for at least 10
sauna,
after.
let's go. Are you stretching? Is there a stretch
I have
sesh?
not stretched in 20 years.
20 years, dude. Come on, Barnes. You got to stretch 5 miles on the elliptical. Come on. You got to stretch a little
I have not stretched. And I know. I don't know how all these years, basketball, you know, running, everything, softball, haven't pulled one thing. Don't
knock on some wood right now, bro.
Don't believe in jinxes.
Oh, gosh, dude.
Really, really don't. And why not, Tony? Let's go to the world of the National Football League.
Juju Smith-Schuster is blown up. It is caught. DeAndre Hopkins.
Do not stand up with that man and let him just throw you out of the club.
On its way. It bounces off the crossbar, and it's good. Oh, my goodness.
All right, so last night, the conclusion of Week 7 in the National Football League, we saw the New Orleans Saints come into Seattle, defeat the Seahawks 13-10, and really, you know, the whole reason for their success here really came down to Alvin Kamara.
That is right.
Was just all over the field. I mean, obviously the defense stepped up, of course, 5 sacks, but Kamara, 178 yards from scrimmage, 1 touchdown. Did I not mentioned yesterday that he is the key to success for New Orleans?
You did totally, dude. What was that word you said? I forget.
Heroian?
A heroian effort by Alvin Kamara. I think they said he's the quickest running back to get over 3,000 passing yards, 2,000 rushing yards.
Passing, you mean receiving?
Right, it's receiving.
Yes,
right, whatever.
Yes.
Did it in 66 games.
Who had 70? I saw the graphic of him.
I think it was some guy from the 49ers, dude. I forget his name. Old time, dude.
Okay. But yeah, I was impressed by that. And it's just funny, too. Someone was saying on the broadcast, and it was like one of those things like when we're talking and then you or I correct each other. But they were like, yeah, Kamara, you know, I don't know why they run him up the middle. I mean, you definitely want him on the outside. And then they're like, actually, his yards per carry are better going inside.
Really?
Kind of just like shut down that idea. And I could see why they would think that. But I think overall, I mean, it's just he's a great running back. I mean, that's it. And even though last night, I mean, a lot of his damage done receiving, he only averaged like 2-point-something yards per carry. The Seahawks actually played the run well, but the passes, I mean, talk about inept. I mean, he's just wide open. I don't know if you noticed that.
It was funny too. They were even talking about on the broadcast that they may even have to start double teaming him as if he was like an actual receiver. He was just always open field even after his catches. Like it was pretty crazy seeing the Seahawks defense break down, and it was kind of a shame because they had a really nice like goal line stand. I think the second quarter maybe it was very impressive, honestly. And you think to yourself, oh, maybe a defense, Seattle kind of coming back. Locked down a little bit, only giving up that field goal, but not really the case for the rest of the game.
No. And, you look at, so the Saints, I mean, Winston, 222 and a touchdown. He actually scrambled a good amount. He's not known as a runner, but he did have 40 yards. I just thought watching the game, I mean, I know he took a bunch of shots deep early on, but I didn't like the way the passing game was set up. And obviously, Kamara works great, but it's just like I would have liked to see some more medium type routes, like over the middle and stuff. I feel like it was all bomb or dump off to Kamara. And I just would like to see kind of Jameis grow a little bit, kind of mix up, not the same type of play every single time.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's tough. I don't know what, the Saints organization what type of confidence they have in Winston, but like you said, he was throwing some bomb passes. So obviously they have, some confidence in the long ball for him.
Yeah.
So it's like, why not throw, passes, mid-range passes. I don't know. Maybe they're worried about the secondary of the Seahawks, I guess.
Yeah, and also, I think everything yesterday with the weather too, maybe just was altered a little bit. So they get the game-winning 33-yard field goal from Brian Johnson with 1:56 left in the game. His first NFL game, goes 2 for 2, so he steps up, filling in for veteran kicker Will Lutz. Tony, are you familiar with Will Lutz?
I'm not familiar with Will Lutz. Cannot say I've heard the name before.
Win for the Jets, Jets. Joey's Jets. Michael's right. So the Seahawks obviously here fall to 2-5, and we know, of course, their first round pick goes to the Jets this year. So we want to see them keep losing and losing and losing. And I think a good way for them to keep losing is to start Geno Smith.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's so funny. Obviously, the Seahawks don't really have much confidence in Geno Smith. And why. They were really, I don't even think he threw many long balls, honestly, maybe a couple, but to no avail, obviously. And I guess it is what it is at this point until Russell kind of comes back.
Yeah. It's just, I couldn't believe because it got off to a good start. 84-yard touchdown on the first drive. DK Metcalf. Gross, Marshawn Lattimore.
Right.
And then the rest of the game,
they didn't even throw to him the rest of the game.
He had one reception for 12 yards, and Geno Smith threw for 83 yards after that 84-yard completion.
Right.
So, and then on the ground, Collins, 2.2 yards per carry. Obviously got nothing going.
Right.
And then you look at this. They're hosting the Jags this week. I like Jacksonville in that game. I just think, you know what I mean? If you can't score, you can't win. They were showing the statistics. They have the worst defense in the NFL. I know they stepped up last night, but I think that's a product of the conditions.
Right.
And, the Saints are still just getting acclimated, with Jameis and not having Michael Thomas in the lineup right now. But I fully expect Jacksonville to win this game.
Yeah, I would totally second that. I don't really think Geno Smith, although, obviously didn't do anything crazy last night. Pretty below par performance, but he didn't do anything really to hurt the Seahawks as well.
Yeah. Obviously Jacksonville's defense isn't that good, so it'll be interesting to see if he can't move the ball against them. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, it seems like he's not much of a playmaker, dude.
No. So, kind of sad to see. Did you see the graphic in the beginning of the game when they were showing about the defense, like how
it was Pete Carroll getting
the rotten fish.
The rotten fish.
Did you like that one?
I thought that was hilarious, dude. I know some guy worked all week on that little graphic he made, and I think he earned a nice drink. After that, that was hilarious.
I think he earned a American Mule.
Oh, easily, dude. Wow, talk about a grand prize.
Yes, absolutely. And Mike says that Geno is their quarterback for Jamal Adams. Yeah. It is what it is.
Mike knows what he's talking about.
What it is.
What it is.
And, just one other, a couple NFL things quick. So they did announce yesterday, Devontae Adams on the COVID list, is vaccinated. So we'll need those 2 negative tests to play. And obviously, the Packers hope to have him Thursday Night Football. So the premier Thursday night matchup of the season, Cardinals, only undefeated team at 7-0, hosting the Packers. So looking forward to watching that one, Tony. And
nice Thursday night lineup here, Barnes, huh?
Yes. That's a good matchup, honestly. It's Rodgers, it's hopefully Adams. But I don't know about you, but I think whether Adams plays or not, I think the Packers are going to give them a run for their money. And more likely than not, possibly win this one. The Cardinals, come on. Okay, sure, there is a possibility they could run the table, but most likely they're not. And I think this is their toughest matchup of the season.
Yeah, I would second that, dude. Toughest matchup of the season for sure. Law of averages, dude. I think Rodgers is going to really want to come up with a W here.
So we will see, obviously, on Thursday, a couple days away. And also the New York Jets, their owner announced full confidence, the GM, the head coach. I mean, Jesus Christ, we're 7 games in.
Mhm.
We should not need a statement like that. You know what I mean? Like, jeez.
Yeah, dude.
And then actually,
Flacco.
Yes, Joe Flacco.
Flacco.
So, I mean, I feel like I like the move more for what he does off the field than actually on. But it just, you had him last year. You gave up a 6th rounder that could be a 5th with playing time.
I know,
so
dude.
you better not play him. But it still feels like a waste. I don't know. I just feel like you're bringing Cam Newton, honestly.
Yeah, really, at that point.
Because it's just like to give up a 6th rounder. I mean, geez. I mean, who was drafted in the 6th round? Tom Brady. So I hope we're not giving up him by getting Joe Flacco.
And if Flacco plays, it becomes a 5th rounder.
I don't know if it's at all. I'm sure there's
a certain amount of stipulations.
It's like, don't play him.
But then it's like if you're not going to play him,
why'd you trade for him?
If you think you're not going to play him that much, why are you trading for him?
I swear it's all for off the field stuff. And honestly, making the best of the situation, I like it for that because there's no experience on this team.
Right.
Zach Wilson needs someone to go to.
No, we talked about it yesterday. I mean, the backup QB, who was it? Mike White? Mike White, dude. No experience. You kind of put all your chips on the table, like we said yesterday, in Wilson. He is injured. He obviously, rookie quarterback, doesn't have a lot of experience. Needs someone behind him who has that type of experience. Joe does. But yeah, dude, bringing in Newton seemed like the move. Now that you're saying it now, dude, that's weird.
Don't have to give up any capital because draft picks are important,
right?
Of course. So hopefully that'll pay some type of dividend. But in the meantime, Tony, let's switch gears to your favorite sport, the National Basketball Association.
God.
The Bulls go! LeBron James at the buzzer! He banks in the three! And the Lakers win the game!
All right, so another interesting night in the NBA last night. So we'll just run through a couple games here. Bucks 119-109 over the Pacers. And Giannis, I mean, another day at the office, 30, 10, and 9. Middleton chipped in with 27, 5, and 7. On the other side of things, Brogdon did have 25 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists. Domantas Sabonis, 21 points, 13 boards. So Bucks kind of getting back to business here, after that disappointing, loss there. The second game of the season against the Heat after beating the Nets. So they've won their last couple. So kind of righting the ship, and not that I was worried about them at all. And it was funny. Me and my friend were watching this game last night, actually on NBA League Pass. And it's just like, it's a shame that the Pacers, I just feel like there is talent there. And I don't know if it's a product of, them missing Karis LeVert, and TJ Warren, but it just seems like they should be better than they are. And it's like, they're a question mark to make the playoffs. I mean, Sabonis, is a pretty good player. Come on, dude. Tony. Even like just a little known of his name.
No, yes, I do know the player. I'm pretty sure I've seen Mike talk badly about him.
Possibly. And his father, Tony, Hall of Fame basketball player.
No kidding.
Came over from Europe.
Is he living up to his father's reputation?
He's not a Hall of Famer yet, but he also
could he be?
He could, but I just think they're gonna have to do some winning and not tread water. So we'll see what happens with the Pacers. But like I've expected all season, the Bucks, I do expect them to return to the finals to play the Los Angeles Lakers. Tony.
And then they lose to the Lakers.
Then they lose. Kind of, I'm trying to think of a comparison here. Kind of like how the Chiefs, defeated the 49ers and then lost to the Bucks. Same situation. Another game from last night. Michael's second favorite team, or third favorite team, because he does like the Sixers as well. Bulls 111, Raptors 108. So 4-0 start for the Bulls here. DeMar DeRozan 26-6, and your guy Lonzo Ball 15 points, 5 assists to go along with Zach LaVine 22-5. This Bulls team is loaded. Mike hit it on the head. I think they are going to be a force in the East, and I think a big part of this victory for them, you look at it, Tony, 3-point game, they shot 95.5% from the free throw line. You have to make free throws if you're going to win close games.
Yeah, you're totally right. In terms of free throws, exactly what they are. They should be free points for you. And, we've seen it in the playoffs last season. We see all the time, teams that don't make their free throws end up losing the game.
Yeah.
That's what it is, dude.
So, obviously a nice win for them. And you look on the other side, the Raptors, I think they're 1-3 now, if I'm not mistaken.
Michael says 4-0.
4-0. For the
About
Bulls.
to go
4-1
4-1 Thursday,
and I
though.
haven't looked at the schedule, but I'm guessing they are playing the New York Knicks on Thursday.
I would imagine defense also geared
geared.
defensively.
Yeah.
Especially.
No, he's right. He's right.
Yeah.
And it's funny, too, because Lonzo,
Great
I mean, when he
defensively.
first came in the league, I really thought he was a bust. Honestly, he was drafted, I think, 2nd overall.
Really?
No jumper at all. And now he's
Wow.
really developed it. We saw him what he did with the Pelicans last year. So
Mhm.
really, a good story. And it's nice to see the Bulls, back at it, after kind of taking a hiatus from those peak years, with Thibs and Rose and, Jimmy Butler.
Is Noah still in the league?
No, I think the Knicks are still paying him, though. Really, though. I think
That's
so.
funny, dude.
So nice to see there. And, the Raptors, Anunoby, 22-8. Fred Van Fleet, Tony. I think didn't he have 60 last year or 50? Something along those lines. 15 points, 17 assists. Nice contract in the offseason. So the Raptors, they're going to try to put themselves in playoff conversation this year after a disappointing year last year. Back in Canada, the home crowd. Expect them to have no problem.
Do they have a big crowd in Toronto?
They've always had a good following, but I think it's kind of like the Miami Heat. If the team is not good, the fans are not there.
What kind of loyalty is that, dude?
Exactly. Noah retired this offseason. Yes, the Knicks are paying him. So Michael chips in here.
There we go, Michael. That's what we need.
And then one other game from last night, upset special, Tony. The Cleveland Cavaliers, 99, go on the road, beat the Denver Nuggets, 99-87. Former net Jared Allen, 21.16 boards.
Wow.
Kevin Love, back from the dead. We haven't really heard too much about him. Injuries, not really playing. Get the young guys in the mix. Big contract. Can't trade him. 22 points in 21 minutes. So it was funny. I saw this tweet, and they were saying the Cavs' chances of trading Love moved from 0.0 to 0.3 after this game.
Ha.
Oh, I mean, geez, Tony. You're hungry. You want a calzone. You want a slice.
Dude, come on, dude. Stop saying that. I do want a calzone. I can go for a calzone and 2 slices right now, dude.
Yeah. No, so could I, but
I'm not going to do it.
Is on the prize. I'm thinking Chopped. Have you ever had Chopped, Tony? The salad place that's in the city.
No.
They call it the Creative Salad Company. They just put one in on High Ridge Road, Stanford. So right on my way home, stop at the gym in Norwalk. Head right there.
Chopped salad.
Chopped salad.
What is your go-to salad?
I have not had it in over a year because I was tight because I went there one time in Greenwich. They have another one. And it was like, oh, you got to order online. Usually you're able to just tell them what you wanted. But I would get the kebab cob.
Kebab cob. I do enjoy a cob salad. However, what is this kebab?
Like a chicken kebab.
On it?
Put it in it with the tzatziki.
Oh.
Some vegetables. Excellent. Highly recommend it.
All right, I'll look into it. I'm going to hit you with a nice salad here. When I used to eat salads, I guess, pretty frequently. Romaine lettuce.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Yep.
Gotta go romaine.
Yep.
Roasted red peppers. Hard-boiled egg.
Yes.
Chicken.
Yep.
Onions. Creamy balsamic.
I swear to God, I get that same salad all the time in Fairfield at the pantry. Literally everything. And it's funny. I don't like hard-boiled eggs, but for some reason, in a salad with balsamic, amazing.
So good, dude.
But I swear, every single thing you just named, I
Magic
get
Mike.
the pantry best salads in Fairfield County. Don't at me. He is correct, and he also slipped in. John Morant is this generation's AI, but more explosive. Watching him versus Lakers looked like 0-1 AI. And I said that my idea, Barnes.
Oh, dude. Give the man some credit, Michael. Come on. He brought it up first.
Hey, we always give credit where credit is due, Tony. As we get hungrier and hungrier, we move along. So disappointing loss for the Nuggets. They'll be fine. They have Jokic 24-19 last night. So they will get back out there, but Cavs could surprise this year. A lot of talent on that young team. Looking ahead to tonight, Tony, a couple games to go over quickly here just to get your thoughts. Obviously, one that Michael will be following closely, the 2-1 Philadelphia 76ers visiting the New York Knicks, 7:30 TNT. The Knicks favored by 1 here. What do you see happening tonight in the Garden?
Dude, I want to say they're an MSG. Crowds gonna be bumping. We've seen the Knicks fans so far this season. I'm sure the Knicks, as well as the fan base, is going to want to pounce on the 76ers here, especially with their, I guess, anarchy, you could say, in the locker room at this point. Doesn't seem to have affected them that much, to be honest, though.
No.
2-1, so which always good, always professional. But, dude, I say the Knicks take this. They're favored by 1?
Yeah.
By 1.
By
1.
I haven't checked live lines since this morning, but that is what I last saw.
It's kind of a weird.
I mean, just making it. Basically, they're saying these teams are exactly even,
right?
But since the Knicks are at home, they should win.
Yeah,
basically what I'm telling you there.
I would appreciate that kind of sentiment. I guess I say the Knicks win, 108, 101.
All right,
let's go, dude.
And I am gonna say Knicks 105, Sixers 99.
Oh,
Thibs bringing the heat on defense, and Michael gets the Knicks to 3-1 in the early going. Next game up here, we have the 1-2 Los Angeles Lakers coming in 4.5-point favorites at the 1-2 San Antonio Spurs. Talked about my experience at their arena yesterday. Will the Lakers have a similar experience there tonight, Tony?
I don't remember your experience there from yesterday. However, I will say the Lakers are going to put on an offensive show here. Melo, 37 points, shooting 70% from 3. Lakers win it 122-97.
Wow. And we know once Melo gets 20 in the first half, Mike will get that stream up in studio.
Oh, yeah,
to watch the rest of the game. But Lakers, LeBron a little banged up, I guess you're saying questionable. I'm sure he'll play.
Questionable?
For
what?
I don't know. You know what?
But, all right, let's look it up, dude.
Everybody's hungry.
Yeah,
You want
let's
me to
go,
look up
dude.
injuries over here?
I got all the time in the world, bro.
No, I'm fine.
I'm not eating after this. You think I'm going to eat after this, dude?
I think you are. Let's see.
Dude.
Right ankle
screen time tonight.
Right ankle soreness dowgraded to questionable.
Right ankle, is that where the high ankle sprain was last season?
Yeah, but I actually don't know. Either way, LeBron's a warrior, Tony.
I don't think he is a warrior, dude.
They don't want to go to 1-3 here.
He's not a warrior.
LeBron is going to play.
He's a crybaby.
Enough. I'm going to say Lakers
on,
125, Spurs 107.
Oof.
They get the victory here. And you know what it is, Tony? Honestly, why I'm just basically telling you to sit down here is
I'm sitting down.
I've been attacked brutally by my friends over the years about LeBron this, LeBron that, Jordan this, Jordan that. I don't have any energy left in the argument. You know what I mean? I think the numbers speak for themselves.
I'm not bringing Jordan into this. From just what I see from LeBron, he doesn't seem like the warrior you're talking about, dude. I think he is a crybaby, getting carried off the court from cramping and whatnot. Come on, dude. Give me a break.
Yeah. How many? Let's see. What is it? How many 17-time All-Star, 4-time NBA champions, 4-time MVPs are just roaming around, Tony, that have averaged, I think it's 15 or 16 years in a row. No. I think it's actually it's 16 years in a row.
All right, dude.
25, 5-5. Name me one guy.
I'm not saying, okay, I'm going full screen for this one, Barnes. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying he's a little bit of a crybaby.
But
okay?
He's crying as a top 5 player in his 19th year in the league.
That's totally fine. However, dude, tighten it up. All right. He seems like he's a crybaby, complains a lot. These BS bogus injuries. He kind of tries to overplay and dramatize the whole thing. Come on, dude. Just give it a rest.
Just for that, you're going to see a heroic effort tonight from him. 45, 15, and 7 in a Lakers rout. Matthew says,
yo. And I'm sure Matthew would agree with me that he is a little bit of a cry baby. Okay, dude, come on.
I mean, all I know is he's hoisting the Larry O'Brien trophy for his 5th
You might.
of his career later on
He might.
this season.
He very well could.
One other game tonight, the second half of that TNT doubleheader, 10:30. We have the Nuggets, 2-1, obviously coming off the loss yesterday, at the 2-0 Utah Jazz, who are actually laying 7 here. So clearly they're thinking the Jazz at home have a decisive advantage over the Nuggets. So, I look at this one. I mean, all last year, all of us, talked a lot about Gobert and his ridiculous contract. And obviously we know what they have in Mitchell. But I just look at this one. And I just think the Nuggets, maybe last night was a look ahead spot. They were thinking about this game in Utah, really taking the Cavs seriously. I have the Nuggets coming into Utah, beating the Jazz 108-105. And it's going to be Michael Porter Jr. at the buzzer, Tony, for the win. Anything?
I just like to see you say something like that and just like sit back, happy with yourself. Yeah, dude. Honestly, I would agree with you. I think the Nuggets definitely overlooked the Cav game. Probably thinking, oh, Cavs aren't good, Jazz are. Let's look ahead, think about that. But I would think now they're knocked down a few pegs, maybe a little bit less confidence on the 3-ball. I think the Jazz can slip away with this one, dude. I'm thinking 105-103. Jazz take it.
Buzzer beater or no?
No. I would think that they're ahead by 2. Nuggets have the ball, fumbled around. Last few seconds was
clock.
Can't do it.
All right. So we will see what happens on this Tuesday in the National Basketball Association, Tony. And let's go now to the world of Major League Baseball.
Giving chase at Judge, and he dives into the stand.
DeGrom begins the season with an overpowering strikeout of Ronald Acuna.
The wall is gone! 3-run home run! What's going on here? I love it. He drives one to the moon. High, deep, and very gone.
All right. So the World Series, Tony, begins tonight. Minute Maid Park, Houston, Texas. 8:08 on FOX. We get John Smoltz. We get Joe Buck. We get Tom Verducci.
Love Tom Verducci.
And Ken
Rosenthal
roaming the dugout sideline area.
Mm-hmm.
We get Charlie Morton, the grizzled veteran, versus the young Framber Valdez. What do you see happening tonight? Any series prediction? Do you have a feel for this one?
Yeah, a little bit, dude. I think, honestly, I think the Braves are going to win it. In terms of offensive power, I would say they're pretty equal, honestly. Between the Astros and the Braves, I think they have pretty equal batting power. I would say at this point, with McCullers out now for the Astros, Luis Garcia reportedly making some mechanical changes. I don't really buy it that much, dude. I think the Braves have an advantage in terms of starting pitchers, and I think the Braves are going to be managing their starting pitchers way better than the Boston Red Sox did. I think that's really what hurt the Red Sox a lot, is their mismanagement of their starters, putting in, Evaldi short rest, Sale having a bad game as well. I mean, I think that's really what killed them. That's what allowed the Astros to put up, 8, 11 runs on them, as we saw in the series. And I think that's really going to happen here. I think the Astros are going to be a little bit surprised in how good the Braves pitchers are, and I think they're going to I think it's going to go 7 games, but I think the Braves win tonight. I think Morton's going to come out hot. Valdez,
a little nervous. The home crowd,
exactly.
The T-shirts going around in the air.
I think the Braves win tonight, 5-3,
and win the series in 7.
Win the series in 7. Freddie Freeman, your MVP.
Wow. On his way to Flushing? Or?
On his way to kind of doubt it. But
have you heard any buzz regarding that?
Regarding Freeman? Not even a little bit, dude.
Yeah, so I mean, hard to really argue with you here, Tony. I do think it's going to be a close series.
Mm-hmm.
It just seems like, sometimes certain years, certain teams, like the Nationals, a couple years ago, Cinderella story, kind of hot at the right time. I guess they're the they went the furthest in the season to get over 500 and then, make the World Series. So obviously that's a story in itself. You mentioned Morton, you mentioned the pitching staff, and how about Eddie Rosario? Dog actually yesterday on Mad Dog Unleashed, channel 82 over there on Sirius, was mentioning what a joke it was. The Twins not extending Rosario, building around him. He did well in a playoff series, the wild card game against the Yankees in the playoff series, I believe in 2019, I want to say, the ALDS. And they just kind of let him go. So he's a guy, that maybe Atlanta wants to keep him long term. I mean, I guess it's yet to be determined. But I like what the Braves have done, and I just think they're headed in the right direction. So tonight, Uncle Charlie, I say 6 strong, 10 Ks, and the Braves win this one 5-2. And take game 1 in this classic 7-game series.
Yeah, I'm excited, honestly. Are you going to be watching? Are you going to be watching, Barnes? Are you cold, by the way? You have your sleeves over your hands?
No, I just always sit like this.
Always, yeah.
Yeah, if anything, I'm a little warm.
Yeah, it's a little warm in here, man.
But no, I mean, my roommate, he'll probably have it on. But Tony, I just, you know what I mean? Come on, dude. First time the Braves in the World Series since '99. But it's just like,
and they were under 500 for quite a bit this season, dude. You know?
No, exactly. You're right.
Dansby Swanson, Alex Bregman, both 4th and 5th round picks. 2015, maybe? 2013? I don't know. But come on, battle of the first rounders, dude. A lot of buzz, bro.
I can't respect Alex Bregman. And it's such a shame because you take away this cheating scandal. I mean, he would have so much recognition in the league as dude. One of the top players. And I don't know. I feel like the whole league is sour on him.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you think of anyone on the Astros, really, even Altuve, Correa.
I guess Michael Brantley came over after the cheating scandal.
Still, dude.
But I mean, relative to the other players, I don't think he really catches much. Zach Greinke, I don't think he's really a part of that group.
I could confidently say he wasn't a part of that group, yeah.
But was he? I get confused. Was he even on it? I don't even think he was on the 2017 Astros.
Or was he still with the Diamondbacks or something?
Yeah, because he was. Yeah, because they had acquired Justin Verlander that season. They didn't get them both in the same season. I think they brought him in the following year. So yeah, but you know what it is? It's just like I said, it'll be on. But I so much more enjoyment right now watching the NBA and my new love for hockey, which we'll get to in 1 second.
We'll get to.
But what do you got on the Mets? Give me something.
Right now, they extended the tenure of their pitching coach, which we talked about before the show.
Where's Prefer, by the way?
I don't know, MIA, dude. I don't know. Yeah. Florida, maybe? I don't know. But, little weird. I guess whatever. You want to extend the pitching coach, that's whatever. But, I mean, like, where's your focus, dude? Why is there not a GM? Why is there not a manager? No talk of people getting interviewed. Absolute nothing, dude.
And not to switch gears here, but just Matthew Gabriel, Barnes. I'm so pumped you're getting into hockey. LOL. And he's right. We're getting more verse as the years go on. And like I said, we'll get to that in a second, Tony.
But dude, Mets priorities right now, GM, manager. First 2 acquisitions should be those 2 people. And you extend Baez. Try and go get Chris Bryant. Take it from there, dude.
And it seems like there's something going on. They're trying to get this assistant general manager from the Brewers, something about permission. But I guess it's like you really can't block him if he's upgrading his position. But yet there's just conflicting reports that they're not going to allow him to interview.
Mike Schilt
should be the manager.
Let's go, dude. Yeah, should be the manager, honestly. Like,
yeah.
Why? No talk about that. He's in limbo right now. He doesn't have a job.
Yeah.
How do you not offer? Ask him.
How would you feel if they end up bringing in Schilt and then they just say, let's have Sandy just have the reins for 1 more year?
I wouldn't hate it.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like, Schilt and Sandy are both kind of, I guess, like old school thinkers.
Right.
I feel like they could jive well together. And of course, Schilt has had success with the Cardinals a bunch. Nothing to show for it. However, he's gotten them there. So, I mean,
Jeez, this is gonna bother me. I've been hearing this on the radio multiple times, and I think yesterday I heard it on Mad Dog Unleashed. who's going after Bruce Bochy and Brian Sabian? Yeah, have you heard about that? Brian Sabian, he used to be the general manager of the Giants. Now he's higher up, but less power, not making the day-to-day decisions as general manager. Obviously, we know Bochy, the Hall of Fame manager.
Wasn't the Padres, was it?
No, but you know what it is? They don't need a general manager. That's why that's not happening. But Bochy going back to the Padres would be quite the story. I don't know. No, because the Cards
don't need
just promoted someone. Doggy was ripping him. Oh, they're paying him $500,000. He's gonna be a puppet. He's getting all into it. I don't know why. There's definitely one other vacancy, and I'm just.
Nah, I got nothing right now.
It'll. You know what? Just a quick check here because this is gonna bother me.
It's gonna bother me too.
Let's see. Oh, now there was a report 2 days
on the Mets
ago.
radar.
Yeah,
2 days ago, former GM Brian Sabian on the Mets radar, and could Bruce Bochy come with them?
That'd be
pretty sweet, dude.
The best thing they could do. Honestly,
2 days
Bochy,
ago.
a guy, he's won 3 titles with the Giants, got to the World Series with the Padres, which is an accomplishment itself. Until recent, obviously they've been one of the worst teams in the league.
This is all speculation. Dude.
It is all speculation, Tony. But the thing is, it's just just do that. I just think that would just be a home run hire. It'd just be nice to see. That would be baseball the way we know it, because I think Sabian would let Bochy fill out the lineup card. It just wouldn't be so analytical. So obviously, we'll see what happens there. And
the Yankees news, dude. I heard something come out of the Yankees clubhouse.
Yes, actually, the whole Gardy Cole spider tack prank.
Come on, dude. Oh, wow. Exactly how he thinks about it. Now Barnes can't hear me. I can talk whatever I say, dude. Dude, a little bit ridiculous, honestly. Think of Brett Gardner, the most veteran player in the Yankees, only guy left from 2009. Garrett Cole being a little, not even a little bit, but very tight about the spider tack. You got to have a sense of humor about it, at least at this point. I mean, I understand Garrett Cole not having the year Yankees expected him to have with his inconsistencies during the season, his lack of success in the postseason. Are you controlling the comments now, dude? Is that what you're doing?
I didn't even mean to laugh like that, by the way, but continue on. We'll talk comments in a second.
I would think there's just no place for having such a bad attitude, especially towards someone like Gardner, who's obviously beloved in the locker room. Not a good look for Garrett Cole, dude, at all. Bad job.
Not to interject, but Matthew Goose wants us to go down to Stanford one night to watch the Blue Shirts. Obviously, I'm down for that. And he also says Wangs and Blue Shirts.
I haven't had wings probably since the I hate to bring this up, but the Yankees Red Sox wild card game was the last time I had chicken wings.
What great memories.
Fire engine pizza, Buffalo, delicious Wangs, as Matt would say. I don't think Matt enjoyed any though, but Renee had a couple.
Yeah.
Off screen.
She always enjoys a good calzone.
Oh God.
No toppings though.
No fillings, just the cheese and the ricotta.
But honestly, my whole thing is here. I get what you're saying. It's just a joke. Gardy, a leader, this and that. But the whole thing is though, I could see why Cole would get tight just because it's like, you know what I mean? Gardner, especially at that point in the year, I mean, he hadn't even hit his little hot streak. I don't know how hot you could get hitting 230, whatever his average was. Dude. But it's like, dude, you're absolutely doing nothing on the field, and then you're going to try to make a joke that's like a little like, what I'm going through with this. I could see where he's coming from, but sort of handled it probably more professionally.
No shit, dude. That's respect your elders, dude. Respect the elders.
Mike's saying it might be over for Cole.
Unless they change it back. But what do you think about that, Barnes?
I think it's not true, but also I think they are changing it back in the collective bargaining agreement.
They are going to?
I'm very confident, yes.
That's pretty crazy, dude. But I don't know if that's a good idea because we've seen how out of hand it's gotten. Obviously, they changed it because of that. Stop going through all the comments, buddy. We already put that up there.
What is it? You think I have too much control? Is that what it is?
Yeah. Not your puppet, Barnes. Okay.
Continue, though. Continue.
Maybe Magic Mike is tough, honestly. It is tough.
So then he's fine. Bitch move from Cole, kind of. Oh,
It
bitch
is
move.
kind of a bitch
Yeah. And then Mike saying it'll tarnish. But you know what? You know what won't be tarnished?
What won't be
I guess
tarnished?
Matthew's saying I'm out of control.
Barnes, you're out of control.
I mean, they should just do the show.
His
Honestly.
legacy, honestly, they're both in here. Fucking
Yeah.
Jesus, dude. That and the Astros days.
Wait, but
that is another thing, dude. No one talks
please,
about the fact
please.
that Garrett Cole, and he says he didn't know anything about it. That is bullshit, Barnes. Come on.
You know,
he knew about it, dude. He knew it. He had to have known about it.
I'm not part of the organization. I'm a free agent.
That's such bullshit, dude. You are part of the organization. You know what's going on behind closed doors, and you're not saying anything.
Yeah, but you could say that about everybody on the team.
Yeah, I am saying about everyone on the team. Everyone knew about it. It was an organizational thing. They all were in on it, dude.
Yeah, but honestly, Tony, I don't know how else I could say it. I do not give a flying fuck. I just want Cole to deliver us a championship next year, and that is all that matters. And I do not care at this point. That's it.
You don't care because he's a Yankee.
Yeah, and it's like,
so if he was on another team, you would care.
No, I just want a championship. You know what I mean? Like, I would love for the Astros to cheat again and lose. You know what I mean? Like, I do not care. The Yankees just need to win, and that is what it's all about. It's all about the Yankees.
But that's bogus, dude. Now, what if Cole was on another team? Let's say it was Yankees Dodgers World Series. Cole's on the Dodgers, and he's throwing absolute heat. Yankees lose. Would you not be saying to yourself, Cole is a cheater?
I honestly cannot. I'm just
Richard Goldstein.
Do you know what he means? Like the trash. Oh, banging the trash cans. Very good one by Richard. But
Rosso thinks Cole is average without the sticky stuff, dude.
But the thing is, after the whole sticky stuff thing, he had that start against the Houston Astros where he went the complete game, 15 Ks. Understand he struggled in the wild card game, but that does not matter, Tony. And I think he's going to go out next year, win a Cy Young, and deliver the Yankees their 28th World Championship, and that's it. That's all that matters. I do not care about a sideshow.
Do you really think he's going to be a Cy Young winner next season?
Yes, I do. I think the Yankees are world champions. And I have a question for you.
What do you got, dude?
So I guess December 2nd, is the day for this whole lockout beginning.
Mm-hmm.
In your estimation, your best guess, when does the lockout end? How long does it take to hammer out a deal?
I mean, I think it's going to be hammered out before December 2nd, honestly.
Okay, so you think it's almost putting pressure on the sides to come together,
exactly.
Overblown.
Yeah.
So hopefully that's the case. Because like you said, I'm going to lose my mind if we do not have baseball next year.
I will be tight as well, dude. Come on.
Yeah, we can't have that. I'm not watching
Mets.
KBO again. I'll tell you that much.
Watching what?
KBO, Korean baseball. They had that on when the season was delayed last year. I know you know that the ESPN had the coverage, dude. All right. It's crazy, right? Speaking of crazy, Tony, how crazy have you been in predicting these NHL games? Your lock of the night yesterday, we had the Washington Capitals on the road, 6-4 in Canada, of all places, defeating the Ottawa Senators.
Dude, absolute crazy game. Let me tell you, I forget who, I think Oshie had the hat trick for the Capitals.
Hats on the ice.
Hats on the ice.
Do they give the hats back?
No, you lose the hats.
But it's funny because there was a lot of hats on the ice, and it's like, obviously going before the game, you don't know if there's gonna be a hat trick. It's like, do you think anybody actually like tosses like a pretty good hat, or you think it's all like people just happen to be wearing like their worst hat, like they'll just throw it on there type of thing?
I mean, from my experience, I purposefully almost never wear a hat to a hockey game.
Just because you're going to feel pressure?
Dude, like, yeah, you have to throw it on the ice. You have to.
Right.
You cannot not throw it on the ice, dude. So I typically never wear a hat. If I do, it is some shitty hat that I don't care if I lose it. However, I don't really have many hats like that. So I really just don't wear hats at hockey games because you do not get it back. I think you can try and get it back, but they're not. No,
they don't care.
They don't care.
They got all your money by your ticket,
right.
But you're on fire, my friend, with these picks.
I know. I'm feeling pretty good about myself. I was honestly definitely a little nervous as the game progressed.
Yeah.
Up 4-1 first period. Senators kind of make their way back. I forget who had the hat trick for the Senators as well, but they had an offensive explosion, dude. I mean, 7-5, doesn't happen very often in hockey.
Right.
But nonetheless, a win is a win is a win, as they say, Barnes. So life moves on. Rangers get spanked by the Flames 5-1. What are you gonna do there?
Caught me off guard. Definitely caught me off guard.
Yeah, I didn't think, honestly, I thought they had a good game plan. I mean, they have the same game plan that Gallant's been implementing all season, is pretty much get pucks deep into their offensive zone. Don't play hockey on your side of the ice. Try and get past the defenseman with dumping in the puck and use your body with some good forecheck. Obviously, always a good plan. Better, easier said than done. Obviously, dude. But it is what it is.
Any concern regarding the Rangers going forward?
No, not really, dude. I mean, it's really all about execution at this point. I mean, you've seen this group of guys. They have a lot of young guys led by veteran players like Chris Kreider, Mika Zibanejad, Panarin, all been in the league a while. And then you have the young guys like Kakko, Lafreniere, even Ryan Strome. He played with the Islanders for years, has a lot of experience in New York as well. It was his first game back from injury last night. They have good chemistry. They have a good mix of veterans and young players. And they're only going to get better as these young players progress and kind of adapt to it. I mean, new coach, first season with a new coach, different strategy. There's going to be some type of learning curve. And like I said, they have good game plan. They do have a good game plan, I think, for the skills the players have. And I think at this point, it's only a matter of time until they get the execution down. Calgary, we talked about them. They also have a good mix of young players, a couple of veterans as well. So they're not, a team to bat your eye at.
What do you think of Markstrom in goal? I mean, do you think he's the real deal or
for Calgary?
Yeah. 28 saves
20,
last night.
They just didn't have a lot of shots on goal. 28 again. I mean, nothing to sneeze at, but
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that the Rangers really tested him like they should have. I mean, good goalie, yeah, absolutely, dude. He's got a quick glove. He's a good goalie, but I think if the Rangers pressured him some more, he also does a good job of controlling the rebounds. He doesn't give a lot of pucks bounce off of him, which obviously creates a lot of opportunity for offense. So he does a good job with that. But I think if the Rangers tested him more, I would say the one thing the Rangers, I guess, do badly is to just get pucks on net. A lot of the times they're looking for the perfect pass, the perfect opportunity to get the puck in the net. But, a lot of times you have to just throw it at the net, rush your body there. I'm keep saying Chris Kreider is brilliant in front of the net in terms of using his body and his speed just to get a dirty goal, something like that. It's something they really don't take advantage of a lot, and that much often you don't get that perfect shot. You really don't,
Right.
Right. So, I mean, that is what it is. I think that's why their power play suffers as well. They really pass the puck a lot during the power play, which is good. I mean, obviously you have that space, you have that extra man on the ice, but it's like, just throw the puck at the net, dude. Just make something happen.
You'd like to see a little more aggression.
Yes, absolutely.
And I just think too, I mean, we could have a lot of teams locally or, somewhat nearby in the playoffs here. I mean, you think about the Rangers, you think about the Devils, you think about the Islanders, you think about the Sabres, Tony. I mean, that's a lot of teams locally to be in contention.
Yeah, and you bring up the Devils. Main Magic Mike, big Devils fan, as we all know. He says Devils have a better season at the end of the year than the Rangers. # and that's what it's all about, dude. New Jersey Devils 3-1. Let's go. NJD, LOL. Matt Gabriel, Kreider's a beast. He's a beast.
And he likes the new coach, Gallant.
He does like Gallant. I like Gallant as well.
And one thing here before we get to tonight's games and your lock of night, Tony, how the hell is Joe Thornton still playing hockey?
Dude, that guy is unbelievable. Big fan of him. I mean,
goal last night.
Beard, dude, he still has it. He is a playmaker, dude.
Yeah.
He has, I forget his amount of assists, but he's always leading the league in assists. He's up there in terms of leading the league with assists. Talk about a veteran dude in the league forever, dude.
Right. Started with the Bruins.
With the Bruins.
With the Sharks for years.
Sharks forever,
now he
dude.
finds himself in Florida for the Panthers. So
very impressive stuff, dude.
And how about the Panthers? I mean, a little dicey early. I think they were they might have been down, or it was tied 1-1 after one. But they do end up winning 5-3 over the Arizona Coyotes. How many games would you say the Arizona Coyotes will win this season?
Oh, God. 37.
And is that, I mean, pretty low?
Yeah. well under 500 there, bud. So
yeah, you think about overtime losses as well.
right.
So I don't know if Tempe, Arizona will be welcoming them with open arms.
Dude, I could not imagine that they have much of a market there. They got to get out of Arizona. You want to know where they want to go, dude? Hartford, Connecticut.
I beat you to it.
You beat me to it. Still my idea, though.
No, but it's just like, why do you think there's hesitation? Is it just because at the end of the day, even though maybe they're not drawing well, but just market is just bigger in Arizona than it's going to be in Hartford?
Yeah, I would. That's the only thing I could think of. I mean, you think of the market around here in the New England area and in the
Bruins close by,
right, in the tri-state area, dude. Very over homogenized in terms of professional teams, especially in hockey. I mean, New York has 2 teams alone, right in the city area. And then they have Buffalo, obviously upstate. And then you have New Jersey,
right?
Then you have New England has Boston,
Philly.
obviously. You have Philly. I mean, I would imagine the market is pretty tough. I mean, I guess the only thing they have going for themselves is the cult following that the Hartford Whalers still have today.
And they call them the Whalers too.
I know, dude. It's over. Pretty much adopting. I wonder if they're able to have that. I wonder if maybe Carolina still has the rights to that name and the logo.
They could work it out because the NHL will be all over that. And I think
dude,
you just got to do it because even though, like we said, saturated market and all, I just think Hartford is dying for a professional sports team.
Yeah.
I know, they have obviously the baseball team there,
right?
But, it's not.
And it's tough to
majors.
Minor leagues. The Hartford Wolfpack, obviously being the minor league team for the Rangers. So it's
them out somewhere else that needs a team. You know what I mean? It's I think the fans will be able to live with that.
I would like it if they brought the Coyotes to Hartford professionally. The Wolfpack moves to Staten Island, baby. The Staten Island Wolfpack. Be pretty dope.
And also, couldn't they just play at Nassau Coliseum?
Hey, Magic Mike, who cares?
Right or no?
I don't know. There's talk every year of the Islanders going back there. What do you mean, Magic Mike?
No,
who cares?
Their arena's all set. They're going to play at Belmont. They're building an arena. But I'm saying the old Nassau Coliseum, they could have an AHL team there.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't think that Coliseum's going anywhere. Physically, they're keeping that there. It's like a landmark.
No, but I'm saying, can't you just a smaller arena? I know, but it's can't you just? It's minor league hockey. I'm sure you could have a team there.
Yeah, no, you're totally right. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. There's a little confusion the way you were saying.
I'm confused what main Magic Mike's means by who cares, dude. You're Fairfield native. Don't you want the Hartford?
I actually am
Whalers, dude.
I'm a little confused by what he means. I'm sure he will let us know.
Let me know, Michael.
But Tony, it's your time to shine here. I mean, look at the board for tonight, and I'll just while you're sifting through everything, I'll just kind of give the fans an idea here. So, Flames are visiting the Prudential Center, play the Devils. We got the Devils minus 120 on the money line. We have the Pittsburgh Penguins hosting the Tampa Bay Lightning. Tampa Bay minus 125 favorite on the road. We have the Colorado Avalanche heavy favorites minus 180 hosting the Vegas Golden Knights. Nashville Predators hosting the San Jose Sharks minus 135. We have the Wild road favorites minus 120 at the Canucks. We have the Winnipeg Jets visiting the Anaheim Ducks minus 140 on the money line. And lastly, we have the Seattle Kraken looking for their first home victory minus 130 at Gino Ganello's Montreal Canadiens. A lot to soak in there, and
definitely a lot to soak in. Wouldn't touch the Lightning Penguins game.
Whoops.
Yeah. I don't know if I would touch the Sharks Predators either, or the Jets Ducks. Minnesota Wild. Wow. Cam Talbot
for the Minnesota Wild
expected to be in goal for the Minnesota Wild. Dude, Michael just walked in. He's got the red sweatshirt on. I'm gonna go. Your lock of the night is gonna be the New Jersey Devils over the Calgary Flames. Flames obviously playing back-to-back here. I would even take the over. I believe the over is over 6 goals. I think there'll be a lot of offense tonight here.
Second night, tired legs.
Second night, exactly. Devils definitely taking advantage of that. Flames will still get a few pucks past the Devils. So we're in New Jersey, right?
We are at the Prudential Center.
At the Prudential Center, dude. Obviously, Devils haven't had an away game yet.
Really?
Yeah, it says their record away is 0-0. Their 3-1 home record.
Wow.
3-1 in the season.
So they are due for a road trip.
They are due for a road trip. However, I will say Calgary's road winning streak ends tonight.
Absolutely. I definitely second that notion, Tony. I am confident in the Devils. And one other thing I'm just looking at here, you're talking over under, and, we mentioned tired legs, back-to-back night, the Lightning playing last night. 5.5, kind of low on the total there.
Yeah.
You expect that one to go over
against with the Penguins and the Lightning? Penguins have good defense, dude.
Yeah, but 3-3, I mean, that's not, shooting the lights out.
I don't think so. I think the Penguins win 3-2. I'm gonna go under.
3-2? All right.
Under, baby.
And I mean, I don't know. I just the Kraken here against the Canadians.
Dude, I think that's maybe a game they're gonna win.
Yeah. I mean, if
I talked about it before the show, dude.
Yeah.
Exactly, dude.
And then the Wild Canucks game, I think that's gonna be very good. But I've been impressed with the Canucks since you picked them the other night. Honestly, they've been winning some tough games.
Yeah.
Obviously, home dogs, so that's just one to look out for. And I think the key for them is going to keep former Ranger Mark Zuccarello. Got to keep him in bay.
Mats Zuccarello.
His brother
Mark. The Canucks also have former Ranger JT Miller.
JT Miller. He was on the Olympic team, wasn't he? Yeah. But I mean, do you think that one should be pretty good, right?
In terms of a game, yeah, dude, it should be a great matchup. Wild coming out pretty hot, honestly, with the season.
Yeah,
like I mentioned, and of course, Cam Talbot in net, former Ranger as well, former Oiler, always good in net. So I think it's going to be probably your game of the night in terms of entertainment.
Yeah, and I have to say too, Tony, I like where you're going with these picks. You've had some success, and I want to keep it going. So I think I'm gonna have to send you my ESPN Plus password, because this is where you can watch every game in the National Hockey League. And I know, obviously, you don't have time to watch every game,
right?
But it just gives you that access, the research,
streaming on the laptop.
Yeah, I think you tune into some games,
and that is what it's all about, Barnes.
I am pumped for hockey, and obviously, national game tonight, Golden Knights on ESPN in Colorado against the Avalanche. So look out for that one. I'm sure Steve Levy will have something to say about that. Any thoughts on the new, broadcast partner so far? I mean, it seems like it's working out pretty good, or?
Yeah, so far so good with ESPN. It's funny, we talked about a lot of games being on ESPN Plus and stuff like that, and not really accessible to cable TV providers. But it's funny you brought it up too. With Peacock becoming so popular now, they were still with NBC Sports. There would be games on Peacock instead of NBC Sports and USA and whatnot. So I think they're doing a great job, dude.
Yeah, because I just think it's for what, $5.99 a month, you have access to every game in the NHL. I mean, that's the cheapest in any, obviously, 4 major sports. You're going to get to access to see every game. So I know it's not on regular TV, but it's like a lot of people. I mean, $6. So you think about all the games you get between college and the baseball out of market games. They do a lot too. So I just feel like it's a service that people will pay for because there's so much content on it.
Yeah, you're totally right. And, I've always thought hockey was kind of underappreciated because of its lack of media attention and it belonging to ESPN now. Obviously, I guess you could say the leader in sports broadcasting is always a good thing for the sport, dude.
I thought the sports sport was the leader in sports broadcasting. Am I wrong, Tony? You're just gonna look at me?
No, yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, in terms of live events, okay, live events. Right?
Isn't this a live event?
No, I mean like remote, like games and stuff, buddy.
Okay.
This is a live event, obviously. The best, better than anyone else. SportsCenter is dog shit compared to us.
That is what it's all about, and that's true, Tony. But that being said, just to wrap it up for today. I just want to reaffirm your lock of the night, the New Jersey Devils against the Calgary Flames at home, Prudential Center, winning it convincingly. And would this be number 3 in a row for you?
I think so, dude, right?
Yeah, because I think it wasn't official, but when we were in Salem, you gave me, I forgot even what the Canucks maybe or something.
I don't know, dude.
Or the Blue Jackets. Blue Jackets I've taken a couple times.
Columbus.
You suggested them once. I like what they're about. So,
Yeah.
but let's get, I think ESPN Plus password. I think, something with collaboration here. I mean, I think we could really take over the National Hockey League when it comes to capping.
Yeah. They'll be coming to us for broadcasting to the ESPN, dude.
Yeah. So, no, honestly, tell me you don't like the idea. We have a subscription service.
Mm-hmm.
People subscribe to us, small fee, especially for our fans, almost free. We appreciate them.
Right.
I think it's a good business idea.
I think you're onto something, Barnes.
I
really do.
Really, really do. But other than that, Tony, I mean, anything else you could say at this point?
I don't think so, dude. I think that's really about it. I think we said it all.
Yeah, I think so. But another great episode.
One last comment before we close. Matt Gabriel, Tony 3 times. What?
Tony 3 times. Maybe because 3 in a row.
Yes, that's what he means by 3 times. I would hope that's what Matt means by 3 times.
Absolutely. Knocked it out of the park today, Tony. So
you both did, dude. Great job today, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Another great show. And
you look great doing solo dolo on the table over there.
I mean, was I not meant to be in front of a camera, Tony?
You were meant to be in front of 2 cameras, Barnes.
Oh man, but of course, just like to thank all of our fans for tuning in. Keep commenting, keep liking, keep subscribing. Obviously, everyone enjoy your night, because you guys
are our bloodline, baby.
We will see you
mañana. Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.